This is like we talked about. These two fingers are going to be chilling there the entire song. If we were going to do an overview of the three chords we're going to play, one of them's going to be like this E minor shape one. That's E minor 9. It's like the first chord in like a lot of Stone Temple Pilots songs and Wonderwall and shit. And that's it's a whole kind of guitar song where these three notes chill out there and you just go through a bunch of chords with your other fingers. There's the E minor looking one. There's a G one. And if we go back and forth between those, the only difference is moving your middle finger. So they shouldn't have drastically different hand positions. Reminder, these two fingers want to be stacked on top of each other, not splayed out to the side. And that'll be the case 100% of the time when we're doing something like that, or this, or whatever. Cool, so there's this one, there's this one, and then lastly, if we started at the E minor, and then just took this finger off, there's the last one. So it's like this one, the G1, and so just left-hand overview, chords-wise, that's what we're going to be doing. If you want to just pause and do those chords, that's cool. So yeah. Where we start out is here, index finger, middle finger. We would usually use our first finger there, but we're going to this chord, so we're going index, middle, and then we're going to be strumming, and it goes. So that was down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up. As in down, 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 up, down, up. So there's our first bit we're trying to work on, just going. Cool. So just kind of go for that a bunch of times. Things that are prone to happen will be your middle fingers touching too many strings. And you know that's something that's coming up quite a bit this time, is that when we're fretting notes the regular way, as opposed to like barring or something, we're trying to just come straight in at the strings, bend at our first knuckle in a way that we can, unless we're pushed up against something, so that we just touch one string rather than being a little more straight and hitting multiple strings. And that comes up, in this G chord where we're trying to not hit this string, but just be on one single string. So for openers, we use different parts of our pads to fret, from right at the base of the fingernail to smack in the middle of the pad. It's all good. So there's our first phrasing, which again, we're just fun. Now that leaves us sitting here, and we're on our way to the G chord. So we just go, and that was just like notes from the chord, and then G. So down, up, down, 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 up, down. So and that's when the next phrase starts. So far we've gone. Cool. Just get good up to there. Then the next thing we're going to do is where the riff starts for most people in their head, which is, we're going to do that for the first time. We're already just sitting on the G chord, so the first thing is I'm just hitting the low note of the chord, and I'm going, and then after that first note, it's like we're at the beginning of the song, literally identical. The song started, now we're just going, so that means you'll actually know how to do this at this point. Again, the song started, now all we're doing is going, there's a note, so we'll literally know how to do this already. So to the same exact strumming pattern that you played. This is exactly the same as the first line. There's just the first note instead of just it's otherwise identical. Cool. And then we go just like the last time. So there's our new bit. I'm on the line one up from the bottom, where we've just been going G. We're going to go the same thing we already did, and we'll be on our E minor chord where we go down, up, one's identical to the first one. There's just a note at the beginning rather than just everything else is identical. And we get our and that one's literally identical. The things on the fourth line and the things on the second line are literally identical. Not like with interpretation, I mean literally. You're doing the same shit on the second line down and the fourth line down. So, just the third and fourth one. Cool, so I can actually do the whole thing. It's all the same kind of shit, the same chords. Like if you start looking up WebTab and so forth, you'll be able to figure out the rest. But even if we just got up to there, that's very cool. Awesome, so there we are. I wish you were here.